Nancy Pelosi claims President Trump will self-impeach, Martin Leal reports. It's a bit difficult to take talk of impeachment of President Trump from the left seriously, if only because we've been hearing it from the moment that he was elected. Any misgiving the left has about our 45th president is almost immediately transmuted into a clarion call to impeach the man and throw him out of office. In fact, a recent poll by Politico and Morning Consult found that 43% of people who favor impeaching the president don't actually think he's committed a crime that rises to the level of, quote, high crimes and misdemeanors, end quote, which is a standard the Constitution sets. But don't worry, though. Nancy Pelosi has a strategy to impeach Trump, and it shows just how much she's lost it. She thinks that the president can be self-impeached. Yes, really. Politico reports that during a closed-door meeting with Democrats on Tuesday, the House Minority Leader, Pelosi, used the expression to mollify her charges in the lower chambers and implore them to wait for investigations of the president to run their course. Multiple sources present reported Nancy Pelosi as saying, quote, "It's a big deal to talk about impeachment. I think he's going to self-impeach," end quote. I'm not quite sure how that works. Is it like the Ouroboros of impeachment or something? But it's become pretty clear that the Democrats are now pinning their hopes on the president tweeting something that lets them vote him out of office. Well, good luck with that one. In spite of the fact that she has turned into a bit of a nutter, there is kind of a method of Pelosi's madness. When she can remember his name, she usually calls him President Bush. Anyway, according to The Hill, Democrat leadership is quickly coming to the realization that the perfervid rage of their constituents and rank-and-file legislators against President Trump is translating into poor decisions, including an effort by Representative Brad Sherman of California to introduce evidence-free articles of impeachment. So you can impeach somebody without any evidence whatsoever. At the same caucus meeting, Representative Michael Capuano, a Massachusetts Democrat who is an ally of party leadership, said there needed to be a, quote, decision within the caucus in a public forum before we do something that would position our colleagues or our future colleagues, end quote. And he added, emotions are high. These issues have political implications and government ones. According to reports, Pelosi backed Capuano's statement. However, this shouldn't be a surprise to Minority Leader Pelosi. Even the slightest innuendo about the president gets liberals talking about impeachment. Why should we be surprised when the men and women who represent these snowflakes take them seriously? Here's a brief compendium of the things the left thinks Trump should be impeached for. Firing James Comey, even though they wanted to. Colluding with Russians, even though he didn't. Obstructing justice, even though that's a matter of opinion. Eating 2 scoops of ice cream while everyone else had 1. Call me when he eats an entire fudgy and whale cake. Being the second shooter on the grassy knoll. Well, we all know that shot was fired from an Illuminati black helicopter. Canceling Twin Peaks back in 1991. David Lynch is just existentialist nonsense masquerading as profundity anyhow. Making up the last 2 items on the list, fair enough. There is not, at this time, any evidence which should lead to the impeachment of President Trump. This puts the Democrats in a very bad position. Either leadership allows the party's most unhinged members to go through an impeachment attempt they know won't and shouldn't succeed, or they acknowledge that the fervor they've been fomenting against the president has all been for show. For now, Pelosi is splitting the difference, setting a strategy of self-impeachment, quote-unquote. Well, nice try. I think it's time to consider self-retirement, Representative Pelosi. This is on Conservative Tribune.